So I had like a half an hour car ride to really think about this, but I'm gonna come out and say it. This is the worst fucking movie of the year. There, I said it. Snake Eyes G.I. Joe Origins. Snake Eyes G.I. Joe Origins, the newest action thriller movie to come out this week, and it stars Henry Golding as Snake Eyes. And is this movie good? Okay, guys, like I said before, this movie it's bad. It's really bad. It's like generically bad. Like, it's so bad, it pisses me off. And I had like no hate going into this movie. I was just like, okay, G.I. Joe, like Origins, even though people were telling me like, oh, it's so good, this movie's really good. The fact that so many people have to tell me this is good makes me worry, because I'm like, maybe it's shit. So they have to like tell me and reinforce the fact that it is good. It's not. It's just so generic. It's so generic. It's baffling, really. It's like I walked through this movie feeling the same way I walked out of it. Just like I felt like I was just going through the motions. The movie doesn't bring anything new to the table. This movie is so cookie cutter, so just generic, so just it really pisses me off. Like, I have to calm myself down, like, because I was riding home and I was just like, this movie's like, I have to listen to like happy music because this movie is really just upsetting me just thinking about it. And then I was caught in traffic too, and I was like, oh god, I'm stuck in traffic now. I really am alone with my thoughts to think about just how bad this movie was. I can't wait to go on camera and talk about this shit, so let's get into it. The pros and cons why I believe that G.I. Joe's Snake Eyes I can't even get the title right because it's that bad. So let me tell you why you should just avoid this shit like the plague it is. Here we go. About acting in the movie, Henry Golding. He has the acting of an eggplant. You would think, like, when he gets on scene, you're thinking, like, okay, maybe he's gonna be, like, you know, kind of like that Han Solo charismatic type of asshole and shit like that. No, really, it's just a wet blanket. And it's a shame, too, because he's kind of got the face, but the more the movie went on, and the more I looked at his face, I was like, you remind me of Paxton from Hostel. You kind of, like, got him going on. And I was just like, you don't have this charisma. You don't have anything to make me latch on to you, make me root for you. You're just, like, the generic, like, main character from any video game. In fact, I'll put it like this. This is like watching one of the bad Saint Row games. Remember those games? The Saint Rose games? You know, like, there's like one good one. The rest were shit. It was like watching that game happening. And I say watching, not even playing. At least playing it, you're like feeling, you know, going through it. But just watching it, just like, this is so boring. I just want to kill myself. Not to say anything about suicide, but this movie just makes me want to kill myself. But there's nobody else in this movie worth even mentioning like that. So the acting in the movie is just terrible. Whatever, move on. Plot in the movie, okay, how can I break it down? The plot in the movie starts off by, you know, as generic as you can get. You got Snake Eyes as a young kid. His name is even Snake Eyes when he grows up. But you got Snake Eyes as a little kid, and he sees his father get killed by some random douchebag. Grows up, and he's got the chip on his shoulder. It's like, I gotta find my father's killer. Gotta track him down and shit. Through 3 or 4 different events, he ends up teaming up with this other dude, Shredder and shit, and saves the life of another dude, another Asian dude. There's a lot of Asian people in this movie. Comes up with him, and then he's like, okay, I'm gonna train you. You're gonna go through these trials, shit like that, and then you'll be, you know, the Snake Eyes or something. It's like a series of portrayals through shit like then there was an Infinity Stone in it or something. This movie is so bad. I can't even repeat the plot back. So the simple version of the plot, you got Snake Eyes. He's in this Yakuza family or something. He's trying to get in their good graces while also infiltrating them to get this MacGuffin to give to the other guy who's really working for Cobra. And that's it. Jeez. The movie, okay, the action scenes in the movie, you would think like, well, it's got good action. That's got to be something, right? No, the action is just so boring. It's so just like, it's boring because the characters out the gate just come out just amazingly badass. There's no tension and there's no like signature moves you're going to remember from the action scenes that just make you be like, oh yeah, this is cool. I'm going to remember that shit. Really sword fight. You'll see better sword fights in Ghost of Tsushima. Play that game. That's better sword fight. And then, like I said, get to the middle of the movie and it gets you to the last act of the movie with the action scenes like that. And it takes place at night, so it just looks fake and shit. It looks like CGI. It looks like a 2004 movie. Yeah, that bad. It looks bad. There's like no pros in the movie, really. I can't say nothing good about the movie. I feel like if you're a G.I. Joe fan, maybe you'll be like, oh, this is kind of good. I'm not gonna say I'm a G.I. Joe fan. I don't know about G.I. Joe, but I would say movies like this should make you be like, oh, I want to be a fan. I want to know more about the lore. I want to know more about Snake Eyes. I want to know more about this Cobra Kai shit. But no, it's just like, this is just boring, generic bullshit. Why am I watching this? Movie that literally, like, I was watching, I'm like, I don't want to check my watch at all. I feel like this is a 2-hour and 10-minute movie. I don't know how long it is, but it's long enough. The movie is terrible. The acting in the movie is terrible. The movie is so generic, so cookie cutter, so forgettable. This movie, you're gonna forget about it literally next week. I promise. With that being said, this is the worst movie I've seen. I had to dig into this shit, so I'm going to say that Snake Eyes G.I. Joe Origins is easily a 0 out of 10, which is just fucking awful. Hey, if you like G.I. Joe, put in the comments and let me know. Just talk about it, because this movie's shit. And I hope the next movie I see is better. And as always, guys, subscribe. Until next time.